Welcome to English Stories for Listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you genuinely want to be fluent in English.
Hi there. My name is Alex, and today I want to share a story about talking in English in the classroom. Imagine a classroom filled with bright, eager students. Each one of them has a story to tell and a voice to share. It's like a garden where every flower blooms in its own unique way. Our story starts with a young girl named Lily. Lily was nervous about speaking in English at school. Her classroom in sunny California was filled with students who spoke English so easily. Lily thought she would never be able to speak like them. But one day, her teacher, Mrs. Smith, gave her some special advice. Remember, Mrs. Smith said, speaking in English is like learning to ride a bike. At first you might fall, but with practice you'll get better and better. This quote stuck with Lily. It reminded her that mistakes were part of learning. Every day, Lily practiced speaking in English. She tried to use simple sentences at first. For example, she would say, "I like apples," or "This is my book." She realized that the more she spoke, the more confident she became. Each sentence was like a small step forward. Lily also found that asking questions was a great way to practice. When she didn't understand something, she would ask her classmates or teacher. "Can you help me with this?" she would ask. It's a powerful way to show you're interested and willing to learn. One day, Lily and her friend, Max, worked on a project together. They had to give a short talk in front of the class. Max was nervous too, but he remembered a quote from his dad, "Speak from your heart, and people will listen." Max spoke about his favorite book, and Lily talked about her favorite movie. They were nervous, but they did their best. After their talk, Mrs. Smith praised them. She said, "You both did an amazing job. Speaking in front of the class is a big step, and you both did great." Her words made Lily and Max feel proud. They learned that speaking English in the classroom wasn't just about getting it right, it was about trying and improving. Lily also discovered that it helped to listen to others. By listening to her classmates, she learned new words and phrases. It was like a treasure hunt for words. The more she listened, the more she could understand and use new words in her own sentences. Sometimes, Lily would practice speaking English at home with her family. She would read books aloud or tell them about her day. Her family always listened carefully and encouraged her. This practice made her more comfortable speaking in English, and it was fun too. Another tip Lily learned was to use English in different situations. For example, she would speak English when ordering food at a restaurant or when talking to friends online. These real-life experiences made her feel more confident in her English skills. Lily also started to keep a journal. Every day, she would write a few sentences in English about her day. This helped her to practice writing and organizing her thoughts. Over time, she noticed her writing became clearer and more confident. One day, Mrs. Smith gave the class a special assignment. Each student had to write a letter to a friend, telling them about their favorite hobby. Lily was excited. She wrote a letter to her friend Emma, describing her love for painting. She used simple sentences and tried to be clear and descriptive. When Emma read the letter, she wrote back and said, "I loved reading your letter. Your English is getting so good." Lily felt happy and proud. Her hard work was paying off. Lily also learned that it's important to be patient with yourself. Learning a new language takes time. There will be moments of frustration, but don't give up. As Lily's mom always said, patience is the key to success. This advice helped Lily keep going, even when things were tough. Lily's journey with English wasn't just about speaking in the classroom. It was about growing as a person, learning new things and finding joy in the process. Every small step she took made a big difference. She realized that everyone has their own pace, and that's perfectly okay. As we reach the end of Lily's story, I want to leave you with a thought. Every one of us has a unique voice and story to share. Speaking in English or any language is a way to connect with others and share our own experiences. It's not just about perfect grammar or pronunciation. It's about being open, trying your best, and enjoying the journey. Absolutely. Let's dive deeper into more tips for talking in English in the classroom. First, try to build a habit of speaking a little every day. Practice makes perfect. Just like how Lily practiced with simple sentences, start with small conversations. For instance, say good morning to your classmates, or how was your weekend to your friends. The more you use English, the easier it becomes. Use visual aids to help you speak. Pictures, flashcards, and drawings can make it easier to remember new words and phrases. Imagine describing a picture of a cat to your friend. This is a fluffy cat. It likes to play with balls. Visuals can make your explanations clearer and more interesting. Another helpful tip is to learn common phrases and expressions. These are like tools you can use in many situations. For example, knowing phrases like "Can you repeat that?" "Please," or "I don't understand" can help you in conversations and make you feel more confident. Reading aloud can be very useful. Find a book or article that interests you and read it out loud. This practice helps with pronunciation and fluency. Imagine you're telling a story to a friend. This will make your reading practice more engaging and fun. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes them, and they are a normal part of learning. Think of mistakes as stepping stones to improvement. Each error is a chance to learn and grow. As the famous quote goes, "Failure is the key to success. Each mistake teaches us something." Try to find a language buddy. This is someone who is also learning English or someone who is fluent. You can practice speaking together, help each other, and share tips. For example, Lily and Max worked together on their project, and it made their learning experience more enjoyable and effective. Listen to English songs, watch movies, and follow TV shows. This helps you get used to the sounds and rhythms of the language. Songs and movies are also a fun way to learn new vocabulary and phrases. Singing along or mimicking dialogues can make practice more enjoyable. Try to use English in real-life situations. For instance, write a shopping list in English or describe your favorite recipe. This makes learning more relevant and practical. It's like using English as a tool in your daily life, making it more natural and integrated. Ask for feedback from your teacher or friends. They can provide valuable insights on how to improve your English skills. When Mrs. Smith praised Lily and Max, it encouraged them to keep practicing. Feedback helps you see what you're doing well and what you can work on. Stay positive and motivated. Set small goals for yourself and celebrate when you achieve them. For instance, if you successfully introduce yourself in English, give yourself a pat on the back. Small successes build confidence and make learning more enjoyable. Join English clubs or groups at school. Being part of a group where everyone is working on improving their English can be very encouraging. You can participate in discussions, debates, and activities that make learning English more interactive and fun. Keep a vocabulary notebook. Write down new words you learn and their meanings. Try to use these words in sentences or conversations. This helps reinforce your learning and expands your vocabulary. Imagine writing a new word like adventure and then using it in a sentence. I had an adventure at the park yesterday. Remember to speak slowly and clearly. It's better to take your time and pronounce words correctly than to rush and make mistakes. Lily found that speaking slowly helped her to think about her words and express herself better. Lastly, enjoy the process of learning. See it as an exciting journey rather than a challenge. Every conversation is an opportunity to practice and improve. Just like Lily enjoyed telling stories and sharing her hobbies, find joy in using English to connect with others. As you work on your English skills, think about how each small step brings you closer to your goal. Every practice session, every new word learned, and every conversation is a part of your growth. So, what new steps will you take today to continue your journey in learning English? Each step you take is a step toward a brighter and more confident you. So, my question for you is, what steps will you take to share your own story in English? Remember, like Lily, you have your own path to follow, and every step forward is a step towards success.